एक बार फिर से स्वागत बीए पार्ट थर्ड के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए। आज के वीडियो में हम वंस अपॉन ए टाइम के रिमेनिंग स्टेंजास को एक्सप्लेन करेंगे। इससे पहले के वीडियो में हमने इसी पोएम के वंस अपॉन ए टाइम रिटन बाय गैब्रियल ओकारा के फर्स्ट 4 स्टेंजास की डेस्क्रिप्टिव मैनर में एक्सप्लेनेशन पढ़ा था। इन टुडेज वीडियो वी विल डिस्कस द स्टेंजा नंबर 5th, 6th and 7th. So let's start the video. The 5th stanza. And I have learned to laugh with only my teeth and shake hands without my heart. I have also learned to say goodbye when I mean good riddance, to say glad to meet you without being glad, and to say it has been nice talking to you after being bored. So, this poem is a comment on society through a monologue from a father to a son, which bemoans the loss of innocence in transition from child to adult and a desire to revert back to that blissful childhood. In this stanza, Gabriel Okara addresses his son and says that he has learned many things from this world. In the second line of the stanza, the poet says, and I have learned to laugh with only my teeth. So the poet starts this stanza by signifying that he has also adapted to the environment around him and that he has also picked up the bad habits that are hovering around him by saying, and I have learned to. He then says to laugh with only me teeth, which suggests that he has also learned how to laugh without happiness and laugh only for the sake of laughing. And then the writer goes on and writes, I have also learned to say goodbye when I mean good riddance, to say glad to meet you without being glad. This demonstrates that now he has also learned how to say goodbye in a nice way and not mean it is a good way at all. As he says, when he means good riddance, he also says glad to meet you without being pleased, as he says after being bored, which indicates that it was boring meeting the person. However, he put on a smiley and cheerful face while talking to him. To summarize this stanza, the writer is saying that there are no true emotions in his words and feelings, and they are said with just his tongue and not his heart. Overall, in this stanza, the poet says how his environment has had impact on how he behaves, how he is emotionally emotionally detached from other people. How it has destroyed his passion and made his heart unfeeling. Basically, the poet is saying that he has become an integral part of this new culture. It has been quite an education for him. Now, the sixth stanza. But believe me, son, I want to be what I used to be. When I was like you, I want to unclean all these muting things. Most of all, I want to relearn how to laugh, for my laugh in the mirror shows only my teeth like a snake's bare fangs. So, in this stanza, the poet describes how he used to be. It seems that he is talking to a child or a young man who has not yet experienced the changing of heart, who has not yet been influenced by the environment of the society in which he lives. The poet says in the first line of the stanza 6, but believe me, son, emphasizing with regret, I want to be and I used to be. I want to unclean all these muting things. I want to relearn how to love. These lines describes his desperation to go back to his old and innocent ways, where he felt life was simple and his emotions were honest emotions. It also describes his hope and desire to unlearn all the bad habits he has picked up over these days. So now the last stanza, last but not the least, seventh stanza. And so show me, son, how to laugh. Show me how I used to laugh and smile once upon a time when I was like you. In this final stanza, the poet asks the son, almost pleads with him to show me, son, how to laugh. Show me how to use how I used to laugh and smile. He comes clean. He wants the son to show him how to regain his lost innocence, how to laugh and smile like in the old days when he was young and carefree, and the culture encouraged openness and honesty, a pure identity. The writer sums up what he has been trying to say throughout the poem to the person he is having the conversation with, that teach him all the good habits he has lost and teach him to have true emotions. So, dear student, this was the stanza by stanza explanation of the poem Once Upon a Time by Gabriel Okara. In the next video, we will discuss a critical summary of the poem Once Upon a Time. Hope you enjoyed this video.